there, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. I may still be in, well, a costume t-shirt, but you're watching this on November 1st, Dia de los Muertos, and I can think of no other way to celebrate the Day of the Dead by drinking Hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast flavors. Ah? Ah? You're with me or you wouldn't even be watching this. I do also, just as a side note, find it funny that for Baja in Spanish means low, and that really describes my expectations for these drinks. Uh, Low. Uh, so first things first, welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. As I said before, we are trying the Baja round of Hard Mountain Dew. Now that I can get Hard Mountain Dew in Michigan, I haven't until now. Um, because while the other pack of regular Hard Mountain Dew has a new flavor, I want to say it's their version of Live Wire, which they're orange. Um, like the other three flavors are ones we've had before, and I really find it. I find it hard to buy a whole pack of things to try when it's only one thing I want to try. But should they ever release their Hard Mountain Dew Live Wire spinoff into like a can by itself, I will be there and I'll try it for y'all. But back to the disasters in front of us today. Why do I keep alluding to it being bad? May I remind you from my previous video about the Hard Mountain Dews? I'll link to it at the end. Where we tried black cherry, watermelon, um, the just a Diet Mountain Dew variation, and the Baja Blast. In which, and I quote, I wrote, "No, absolutely not. This is just zero sugar Baja Blast with cheap booze, and I can do that on my own time. Do not drink this. Just awful. Kill it with fire." All this to say, it's pretty bad. So the bar, as one of my coworkers would say, the bar is so low as to be in hell. So let's figure out if we can get over it. I do want to call your attention to the cans. I think they are really cool. So we have Baja Blast Punch, Baja Blast Pineapple. Let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? And Baja Blast Mango. How about that? I got 'em. I got them all in my tiny little hands. But just like last time, they do have different animals, and I'll hold them up for you to see. But I thought it was a nice touch. So, for those of you who may or may not recall, the Baja Blast Hard Mountain Dew was a shark. So, in that vein, all of the Baja critters are also aquatic. So, first things first, we're going to look at this Baja Punch. I will say, flavors aside, no matter how the flavors turn out today, the designs on these cans are very second to none. Like, I really like the aesthetic that they're going for. Um, but with that, look at this punch. Punch Stingray. Yeah, because Stingrays punch. But you know what actually might punch? The pineapple octopi. Again, like, so aggressive looking. um, I mean, octopi are the aliens of the sea. I've said what I said, and I stand by it. They creepy, but they're also amazing. And also, R.I.P. Paul the Octopus, for those of you who remember the World Cup from 2010, where he was predicting all the winners. Um, Hashtag never forget. Anyway, though, but like, if someone's gonna punch, it's gonna be the octopus. But, and then finally we have Baja Blast Mango Swordfish. Woo! Swordfish. I mean, I guess to be fair, they really did pick somewhat aggressive critters. Like a swordfish could stab you, an octopus could smother you, and we already know that Stingrays killed Steve Irwin. So, like, there's a murderer on that can, which means that it's badass. Yeah. With that, um, I kind of put this in the order that I thought would be worst to best. But that being said, for the pineapple and the mango, there are Baja equivalents, and we've had them. Um, or rather, non-alcoholic Baja equivalents, and we've had them. I'm not sure, unless this punch is supposed to be like that Pacific punch that came out earlier this year. I'm not sure what this equates to, and it frightens me. So we're trying this one first. But in order to do that, I'm going to go get a few glasses. So if you'll wait for a second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and let's get this. I was going to say get this road on the show, but all right. So we've looked at the can before. Okay. Well, again, it smells like a slight nondescript sweet, but I'm wondering if it'll breathe a little better when we pour it. Oh, look at that pretty color. And look, it kind of matches the can. Like, that's kind of cool. It kind of matches my shirt. That's a, well, let's see. Ugh. Okay, this is going to be a very specific smell. So I acknowledge that in advance. This smells like truly fruit punch. Like, if y'all have forgotten, unlike the beasts from last week, the monster, beast ones, those were malt beverages. These are hard seltzers, and so they're going to have a little bit of a difference anyway. But this really smells like truly fruit punch. Um, let's hope it kind of tastes like that. Bottoms up. It's not terrible. I realize I'm damning with faint praise here. There's a little bit of that artificial aftertaste that you get from like aspartame in a seltzer, um, but it's not. It doesn't hit you very hard. Like it's nondescriptish sweet. I can kind of get the hint of a punch. Although it smells a little bit like fruit punch, I don't actually think that that's really fruit punch. Might be more of a tropical punch. Um, all that to say, fruit punches have strong fruit flavors, and tropical punch has more of like a citrusy, pineapple-y sort of thing. And not that I taste pineapple in that, but it's definitely a different fruit punch base. If I'm calling it a fruit punch, I really think it's more of a tropical punch. It's not terrible. Which it's probably the best we're gonna get. On to the next one, says I. Okay, yeah, that definitely smells like pineapple, like artificial pineapple, but it smells like pineapple, like right out of the can. So, um, already a little, at least a little bit of a head in with the punch. But look how aggressively yellow this is. Like it is aggressively yellow. Again, it's kind of like neon pea. And if that doesn't make you want to drink this flavor, I don't know what else I could do. Um, with that, bottoms up. I'm disappointed in that, but not for the reason you think. Um, when I think of a pineapple, I think of, well, tart citrus, a bite, right? That's not it. Like it tastes like it tastes like almost like a candied pineapple. It tastes a little, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna land on. It tastes like a candied pineapple, with again that artificial aftertaste that isn't super appealing. Um, I don't quite know how I feel about that. Uh, Currently, I would probably give the punch and the pineapple the same score, but for different reasons, if that makes sense. They're both meh, but for different like rubrics. With that, let's see if the mango swordfish can like salvage any of this. Oh, I like the smell of that. All right. Oh, look at that pretty orange. That's aggressively orange. I love that for me. I love a good strong color. Look at that. Now that really does match my shirt. How cool. All right, bottoms up. Well, out of the three, I think it's the best flavor. That isn't saying a whole lot. I mean, we're doing the equivalent of between fives out of tens and six out of tens. Um, it's not it's not the best thing I've ever drank. But unlike with the pineapple, where I was expecting a more bite and received candied pineapple booze instead, with mango, and I remembered this from the non-alcoholic version, it was already sweet, and in this scenario, the sweetness really played well with the aspartame and the seltzer. Um, it just wasn't strongly mango. Like there was a mango undercurrent, but for the most part, it was just like, well, would you like fake sugar? Because this is what happens when you have fake sugar. And yeah, so I feel like I'm faint praise. I guess we got over the bar that's in hell, but like I may have tripped a little. um, if you like hard seltzers, you'll probably be okay with this. If you don't like hard seltzers, just stay away. Like this is not for you, and I'm not actually sure as somebody who likes hard seltzer that it's for me. But hey, I made a commitment to y'all, and so I honor that. Next week, we are going back away from alcohol and back to the main purpose of this channel, which is soda. A friend of the channel, Anne, and her kids have hooked me up with three different sodas that they discovered at like an Amish market. So we're going to try all those. And the first one up is a Coco Rico coconut soda. So I'm really looking forward to that. Until next time, drink weird and don't trust the ocean, man, because if like these are the representatives, you're fucked and it's not going to taste very good. See you next time.